Twilight is that magical time between sunlight and darkness. It is the time of day when the sun has just set, but it's not completely dark yet. The sky turns beautiful shades of pink, purple, and orange as the last bit of sunlight fades away. Twilight is the period of time after sunset or before sunrise. The atmosphere is partially illuminated by the sun, being neither totally dark or completely lit. There are 3 different types of twilight: civil, nautical, and astronomical. For our purposes, we will only learn civil twilight, which is further divided into morning civil twilight and evening civil twilight. Morning civil twilight begins when the center of the sun's disk is 6 degrees below the horizon and is ascending, and ends at sunrise, approximately 25 minutes later. Evening civil twilight begins at sunset, and ends when the center of the sun's disk is 6 degrees below the horizon and is descending, approximately 25 minutes later. Twilight helps us with determining night time. A day VFR pilot must only operate an aircraft during the day. A pilot with a night rating can operate at night. Night is legally defined in aviation as the period of time that starts at the end of evening civil twilight and ends at the start of morning civil twilight. Let's take a brief look at the structure of morning and evening civil twilight charts. As you can see, they share a similar appearance. Later in this lesson, we will explore a real-life example to deepen our understanding.
When using these charts, we have to memorize the standard meridians in Canada. This is a reference point for each major province to help you find the exact local time down to the minute. The standard meridians in Canada are Pacific Standard Time, PST 120 degrees west, Mountain Standard Time, MST 105 degrees west, Central Standard Time, CST 90 degrees west, Eastern Standard Time, EST 75 degrees west, Atlantic Standard Time, AST 60 degrees west. In Canada, we observe daylight savings time. This means in the spring we advance the clock 1 hour, and in the fall we set the clock back 1 hour. What is daylight savings time? It is the practice of advancing clocks to make better use of the longer daylight available during summer, so that darkness falls at a later clock time. During DST, set the clocks forward by 1 hour in the spring, and to set clocks back by 1 hour to standard time in the fall. Hence the mnemonic, spring forward and fall back. Between certain dates between the months of March to November, you must add 1 hour to get daylight savings time DST.
Let us look at a real-life example. Determine the beginning of morning civil twilight at St. Andrews, Manitoba on May 25. Step 1. Refer to the CFS St. Andrews Charlie Yankee Alpha Victor Airport chart. Under the reference section, see the main latitude and longitude. North 50 degrees latitude and west 97 longitude. Step 2. Start at the top or bottom of the scale with the date and move vertically to intersect the curve of the observer's latitude. This airport is at 50 degrees north. You can either enter the chart from the top or the bottom. Starting with the 25th date, draw a line up until it intersects the 50-degree north latitude curve. Step 3. Move horizontally and read the local time. The current local time is 3:20. However, we are not done yet as we have to factor in corrections for daylight savings and for the standard meridian. As pilots, we know that Manitoba falls under the central time zone. This would mean that the standard meridian we had to memorize earlier is CST 90 degrees west. Step 4. To find the exact zone or standard time, add 4 minutes per degree west of the standard meridian, or subtract 4 minutes per degree east of the standard meridian. Referring back to the CFS, we see that the precise longitude is 97 degrees west. This means we are 7 degrees west of the standard meridian. Take 97 minus 90 equals 7 degrees. Then take 7 and times it by 4 minutes per degree west equals to 28 minutes. We can add 28 minutes to the 3 hours 20 minutes we arrived at earlier. Finally, since the flight will be conducted during the month of May, we must add 1 hour for daylight savings time. 3 hours 34 minutes plus 1 hour equals 4 hours 48 minutes. This is the beginning of morning civil twilight. In summary, what is the definition of night in Canada? According to Canadian aviation regulations, night means the time between the end of evening civil twilight and the beginning of morning civil twilight. Thank you for watching this lesson all the way to the end. On to the next one.